Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, December 5th, and we're going to start our review and prep for today. Did you catch the move yesterday from 60.81 to 60.96 that we laid out in the morning? Were you ready for the washing machine game again? If not, let's go ahead and review yesterday and get prepared for today. Just a quick reminder before we start that derivatives trading is inherently risky and past performance is not indicative of future returns. So if we look at yesterday, we were balancing most of the morning and then had a markup towards the end of the day. During RTH, for our catalyst, we had PMI and then we had Powell. And we discussed this yesterday that we were going into the day, into the catalyst of ADP, PMI, and Powell without any insurance. And that's been the theme since last Monday, before Thanksgiving. And both our catalysts played out as we've seen in the past. So at 10 o'clock, and before that, we were getting our signals that ahead of PMI, people were finally fully insured, which meant prices would go lower, but would mean revert back up. And by 11, we saw that occur and then rinse and repeat as we go into Powell. The two people get minimally insured, but still take on that insurance. And then we get the drop in that insurance as nothing materialized and people start closing out those insurance policies. And so from our timing, we had the move down on the insurance purchasing, the move back up for the insurance sales to insurance providers in the market to make their profits, the move down for the 2 o'clock insurance protection, and then the move up back again. So if you aren't prepared for this washing machine and don't know where to look, please feel free to check out our courses as we dive into this and market structure, as well as how to trade the market and psychology in extreme depth. So overnight, our auction has been small and rotational inside of the post-Powell distribution yesterday. And that's not likely going to change until maybe jobless claims come out at 8:30, but we'll really watch for RTH to see which direction we're going to go. From our positioning standpoint, our longer term commercials and our non-commercials are both net short. As we mentioned, that won't change for the week. Our mechanical side of the market, though, is where we're getting the big change today. We mentioned this early in the week that our bid would be back, and that's where we are today with a $13 billion bid. If the market stays between 61.16 and 60.85 here, and even if we get outside of that, we've got a $10 billion bid, and even on the extreme move, still a $4 billion bid. So we've lost that $6 billion offer that we had yesterday, which we stopped right in front of, and now we've replaced that today with a bid. Market makers on all durations are in risk compressing mode as long as we're over 60/50. And fund managers, again, are still 98% invested, and we will update that as we get new information this week. From our flow standpoint today, with this large bid, it provides two things for the market: a bid for the market makers to sell into, or a bid to keep lifting the market and getting retail to chase price. We have some indicators that we'll turn to during the day and to trade that price action, but these scenarios will be front and center. There isn't a major catalyst really today. Jobless claims will be a minor one, but the big one is NFP tomorrow, which again, we're underinsured for. So we'll be watching for that later today to see if and when that changes. And that's the biggest breadcrumb that we have. So there's no insurance for NFP. So we know what that does to our direction, to the pressures in the market, to the supply and demand dynamics. When that's missing, and then when that's going to come in, we understand what that's going to do and how then the large mechanical bid that we have in the market will play into that, is it makes the market a little less risky for market makers, as they have another large and willing participant today. So for our price today, we are looking for rotational price action between 60.97 and 60.76, with our pivot at 60.89. If we get over 60.97, our pivot is 61.09 and our target is 61.22. If we get under 60.76, our pivot is 60.64 and our target is 60.55. Stay safe trading out there, everybody, and have a great day today.